Hello, this is Supply Jam, and we're going to be playing Prison Architect. The aim of today's video is we are going to spend the next 100 days seeing exactly how much money we can rack up in that space of time. We're going to be no exploits on this one. We're not going to be doing anything fancy. We're literally going to be building this up from the ground up, and we're going to see in 100 days exactly how much money we can amass per day and how much we can have in the bank at the end of the 100 days. So we are going to create a new game now, guys. We're going to jump in there, and then we are going to pick our warden. So we have got a array of choices. I haven't got the DLC, so I haven't got all the wardens that I could possibly get, but I am going to use one of these guys, the normal guys, because they are going to come in handy for what we need and going to help us with building our prison, because it's going to be one of those where we are going to have to get some extremely violent patients, so we're going to need the pacifier for this one. So we're going to pick him and we are going to get going. So we've arrived at our lovely plot of land over here that we're going to start building our prison, and we're going to make an absolute fortune. So at the moment we literally only have the garbage and the delivery at the moment, and we're going to need a little bit of extra money. So we're going to hop over to grants, and we're going to get a couple of grants. We're definitely going to get the basic detention center, and we're going to get administration center for now, and that's going to give us a big wad of cash that's going to go in our bank, and we can use that to build with. We've got to complete the objectives on the left here, otherwise we're not going to have anything to build with, and we need extra monies, and we want to start racking up that daily cash flow, and we can't do that with no buildings, so we're going to need to start building this prison starting now. And there we go, all our foundations are now down, and then now all we need is a little builder guys to turn up. And here they are now, here they come, here's the materials, and now they're going to start going crazy. Building our prison. Our little builder guys are doing a fantastic job here. However, I have noticed a bit of a problem, and that is on the top left you'll see here that we're due to take in prisoners, but we've got nowhere to put them. So we're going to have to hop over to the old intake bar, and we're going to have to close our prison, because we don't need them at the moment, and they can go elsewhere. But when we do need them, we'll have a choice, Super Max or Max. Or I'm going to go Max, just because they're easier and they're less headache. And looks like our building's coming along rather nicely now. So we've got our shower all built and ready to go, and our little guys are building the foundations for what's going to be our canteen and kitchen. And here we go. They're going to just whack down some more water pipes, and we're going to get those showers working so we don't have any sweaty betties in our prison. So looks like the canteen's now pretty much sorted. All I need to do now is I just need to put down a couple of bits to make it work. So I just need to whack down the serving table, and I need to get a table and then a couple of benches, and we're done. I don't need all of it, I just need one of each, and then it will qualify as a working canteen, and then we're one step closer, guys, to getting all of our grant money, and that's what we need right now. So let's repeat the process with this as well, and I don't need anything else other than a sink, a cooker, and a fridge. Don't need to spend any more money because that is all we need right now, just to get the job done and get our grant money. Let there be lights, and hurrah, we have lights. We can see what we're doing, and they're not building in the dark anymore, so that's pretty much it all done. All we have to do is just make sure they do the plumbing for that toilet, and then we should be pretty much ready to go. Our little boy's coming over and he's doing it now, any moment now, and he should be able to get it finished. And then we'll finally get hold of that lovely £10,000 and we'll be winning. Or not. Looks like it needs to be enclosed. I'll be right back. Yes, we've done it. So we got our 10,000 grant objective completed. Now we just have to do the finishing touches on whatever we've got left to do. So like these two shower heads need some water, so we're going to sort that one out. And we've only got one cooker and one fridge, so we're definitely going to have to get some more of those. So we're going to have to slap some more of them down now, because let's face it, two cooks is enough, but we need more cookers and we definitely need more freezers because we are planning on having all of our prisoners be served by this canteen, or at least hopefully served by this canteen at the bare minimum. Yeah, cool. So everything has been put down. So you can see our little guys there are carrying all the gear over there now. Amazingly enough, these guys have built something else because they're carrying fridges and freezers on their own, which is immense. But now we've done the other grant, we now need to look at getting the administration centre grant completed, which is build an office, hire a warden, unlock bureaucracy, and hire an accountant, which is fantastic. So we need to make a start on that. So we're going to build them over there. However, I think what we're going to do is I'm also going to add vegetation rights as well, because that's going to be the next thing on the agenda for us to build after we've done the administration centre. Cool, and our little muscle men are nearly finished building what they're building, so we're going to be able to start building our offices and we start sorting all that out because we need a place for our warden and our financial advisor to go. So we're going to get that sorted out, and they've done all that, and now we just need to decide how big we're having it. I think we're going to have it 4x4, yeah, 4x4, and then yeah, that should be enough space. That should be just right for us to get these offices built. I'm going to do three, just because then I've got room for one other person because we're going to get another person later on down the line. So we might as well build it now and then it's done. Just going to get the walls sorted out, so then they're all done. So the guys can start building that. Oh, we need doors, doors. Oh, I'm going to do staff doors just because I don't want the guys invading, so I don't want any of the prisoners breaking in. They won't be allowed. And yes, we definitely got to go with fancy wood because it's our office and we want fancy wood, and that's what we're going to have. So we're going to have that. Right, lovely. And then what else do we need? So let's go with a fancy desk. Yep, so we have a fancy desk in our office and we need a fancy filing cabinet. I might as well just put the rest down now, and then we just do the rest of the desks. We'll put them down, and then lastly but not least, we're going to get a fancy swivel chair. So we're going to put them in there as well. And oh, and I think I'm going to go with a brown sofa as well, just so the guys can chill out after a hard day's work of doing prison bits and pieces that they do every day. Right, so that's building now. We're on day two, and we have 7,000 in the bank, which is great. However, we only have 49 in daily cash flow, which we need to start sorting out. So we've got to get that going now, and we've got to get these visitation rights sorted and finish off administrative centre to get our grants in. So let's get a warden. Oh, I don't seem to have the funds. Okay then. We need the funds. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go in and we're gonna have to get our intake going, and we're gonna have to take on some prisoners. I know we've got nowhere for them to live, but right now we just need the monies. So we're gonna get 8 prisoners, and that's gonna give us a nice £8,000, ladies and gentlemen. Prisoners have arrived. So we've got our prisoners over here now, so that's good. So that's generated some nice cash flow. So now we've actually got the monies to get our warden. And we can plop our warden down in there like so. Happy chappy warden. So wardens are all good. And now, oh look at him there. He's just strolling around in his nice little office. He's loving life in his little office. Lovely little wooden office. And he's going to his fancy filing cabinet. Oh, he loves it. And now we've got to get some research done. So we've got to plop down that finance, and we're going to get that. While that's been working, I've been building some bits. So I decided to build myself some solitary confinement. However, I've been incredibly ingenious, and I've not put any walls in our solitary confinement, so it won't work. So I'm going to have to slap down some walls now. So otherwise, that's just not going to work at all. But so now we're going to have 6 lovely little solitary cells. So when these guys are misbehaving, they've got somewhere to go. And my little guys are going to go build that up now and get that all going. So that's all done. And as you can see, we've got a nice common room there as well. So that's all nice and good. So if they're behaving, they get to go shoot some pool or do some table tennis. They're going to, or oh no, it's table foosball actually. So they're going to love doing that right now. So that's all good. Right, got our cells all designed and ready to go now, so we just need to wait for our little builder guys to come in. Oh, look, here they come now with all the beds. They're going to just smash down all those cells, and that's going to be all gravy, because then we're going to have a nice little place for our prisoners to live, because they've got nowhere at the moment, so they can live there nicely. And that's going to help us get our cell block A grant, and that's going to give us some extra funds. But now we need to get security procedure certificate done, which all we need to do now is assign 3 guards to patrol routes. Now, this is quite an easy one, so we're just going to slap down a patrol route quickly, just anywhere, and then we're just going to literally get the guards and just do 1, 2, 3, and done. So that was easy peasy, and then we've got a nice 10 grand grant there, so, and then we just remove that, and then that's all done. Easy money. Right, so what do we need to do now? Okay, we need to just finalise a few bits. So you can see the toilets aren't working, and it looks like they're going to have no lights. I better whack some electricity down there so we get some nice lights, and then we're going to have to sort these last little bits of plumbing out. So our little guys come build that in a sec. And now we're just going to actually drop down and say that these things are cells, otherwise we're not going to get our funds. So let's do that. Drop, 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 drop. That's one lot, and then we're just going to drop this lot, and what we'll find is, yeah, so we completed 20 grand grant completion payment. Amazing. So that's all done now as well. So our guys are going to have somewhere to live. Fantastic. We need to start getting our health done now, so we need to start getting our doctors and psychologists. So we're going to start doing some research there and start getting them going. And we've got this nice little bit here that I built earlier, so we just need to get that ready. So I'm going to slap down a wall just here because I want this to be a walkway for another cell block later on down the line. And another wall just over here because that side, the big side, is going to be the infirmary, and the other side is going to be the morgue. So let's do that now. So that's all ready to go. Guys are going to build that. So that's all good. And got 3, 2, 1, and psychologist is ready. Yes, we can get our psychologist. So let's whack him down somewhere nice. And we're going to whack him in that little office there. That's fantastic. So he's going to go there. So that's good. He's just going to chill. And we're going to make our infirmary. Yes, we're going to make that. And then we're going to also make our morgue. So yeah, that's all done. So we just need to slap down some objects. Otherwise, it's not going to work. We need to get our hospital beds because look, these guys need somewhere to chill, and I'm pretty sure we've got some people that are injured already. So let's get these all going, because then we're going to have places for our injured security to go, and we're one step closer to getting that extra grant for doing all the health and well-being. So that should be enough beds, and then for the morgue we're literally just going to slap down a load of more beds all the way along here. So that's it, and that's all we need for now. And then, oh yeah, we need a little bit of electricity there because that's missing. So that one light bulb's not getting any electricity. That's not good. So we'll build that as well. And slap down a couple of doctors, and then we'll just wait for this to build. And then once the first things are in, we'll get our grant. Now we need to open up our intake, so we might as well fill to capacity. We'll get the full 26, which means we're going to get all these people, and we're going to get 10 grand's worth of monies for doing that. Fantastic, and that's going to be constant. Wait, what? What? No! No! Why have you allowed them to leave? Why would you just let them leave? You bloody idiots. Ugh. What am I working with here? So we managed to fix that little problem, and we managed to get some new prisoners come in. Looks like they're just turning up just now, which is fantastic. So that's great. So we've now got that going, and we've got all these little buildings going, and we've just built the remainder of our cells, which is great. So all we need to do is just slap these down here, and then ta-da! We've got our next grant. So we've got 20 grand in the bank. Great, so 37,000, and we've got 2,000 daily intake, which is great. Fantastic stuff. Oh, so it looks like the next bunch of prisoners are about to arrive now, so that's great. They turn up in little green vans, and they're going to go get searched now, so they don't have any cheeky contraband on them. Yep, got to make sure that don't happen. And now that that's done, so we've got 7,000 daily monies and 59 grand in the bank. So that's amazing. But now we need to look to get a foreman, which should be ready any second now. So one, two, three, and yeah, we're done. Amazing. Right, so let's get these researches done. So when we put our foreman down, he will start researching all of those bits. Looks like our research is done now, so we can like whack down a gardener there. Hopefully, where we're going to put him, we're going to put him somewhere nice. Oh, where we're going to put him down? We are going to put him just down here, so that's the one gardener, and then we can get a couple of janitors as well, and that's it. That gives us our grant. Fantastic stuff. So we've got another 5 grand coming in the bank, so we're at 58,000 now. But I think I'm going to whack down a couple more janitors just because our prison is filthy. So we definitely need it. These little guys like go around with their little mops and sort this all out because it is an absolute mess. And we also need to whack a cleaners cupboard in so they can go and put all their nice cleaning chemicals in there as well. So they can do a good job with that. Look at them go, cleaning away, scrubbing away, making sure everything's super spotless. And we are now at day 10, ladies and gentlemen. We have 52 prisoners in our prison. We've got quite a lot of guards. We are currently doing 6,000 in daily cash flow, and we have got 41,000 in the bank at the moment, which is fantastic, and that's all on day 10. So that's really good going so far, although we've got a lot more to do. We've got these two areas here, which I'm definitely going to use for my armed guards and my dog patrols, because that's going to come in handy later on, because we're going to need that. We've got our cleaners cupboard and a laundry, and that's going to be for prisoners to work in, which is going to be good as well. So when we start getting some labour going. And we've got quite a lot of research done as well. So we've got all the surveillance, we've got armed guards, dogs, we've got all the cleaning, the prison labour has been done, so we can start that pretty soon as well. And we've got a few other bits that we can research as well, but we don't need to get them right this second. And we've got all our labour sorted out as well now. So all our max jobs are there. So we've got 21 prisoners there that we can use. So all these lovely guys are going to be going to work soon, which is fantastic. We've got a good amount of prisoners in the cleaners cupboard as well. We've got 18 prisoners there as well. So that's quite a significant number of prisoners. And then we've also got, I think, 5 prisoners there in the kitchen. So we're literally using near enough every prisoner for work, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have it, day 11, and we're here right now, and I think I'm going to wrap up the video here for now because I've got a lot of editing to do, and it's been about nearly 2 hours of gameplay. So join us next time where we're going to continue our journey to sit there and get to 100 days and see how much money you can make. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe, guys, because it means the world to me, and I hope you really enjoyed watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Ciao.